Greetings, I'm Jonathan Spirit. Rain sounds eventually get annoying, and welcome to Age of Engineering Supershorts. Last episode, we experienced an upgrade. As great as these bins are, they're not that great. As far as I can tell, they don't have anything like a drawer controller, so they'll be hard to integrate with an AE network, which is why I'm scrapping them in favor of the storage chamber. It can store quote-unquote vast amounts of circuits, so I'm crossing my fingers that number is actually a lot. All I know is that it interacts well with the storage bus. It just seems to work pretty well all around now. It used to be very buggy, but now I think I'm going to have a good time using it. Hey, it retains its inventory. Anyway, I'm basically just going to scrap this whole system, and I've got a lot of crafting to do. I'll need precision chambers and processing chambers. This algorithm assimilator is already a really good investment. 5 more extraction chambers, 5 restoration chambers, 20 fire diamonds, these actually cost a lot of gold with a peaceful pack, 5 processing chambers, 5 precision chambers, and that's it. I can basically organize this in exactly the same way as the last one. While I wait for this reinforced iron so I can make another storage chamber, notice I've already hooked up one storage chamber for normal circuits and the fabrication chamber. I'll place down my processing chambers. Remember, you have to adjust their bottoms with PA wrenches to make them red. There's that other storage chamber for stable circuits. Precision chambers, which I'll also adjust with the PA wrench. Now that everything is placed down, I can just fill them up with cobblestone and let the process run. It's 25 seconds per operation compared to 50 before. The precision chamber is, as per its name, very precise. It always gets a circuit. So I have a lot of circuits now. Like, a lot. Project 2, the weather controller. 5 daylight sensors, 4 rain sensors, 2 electric diamonds. Nether stars are expensive. 12 solarium. I am definitely keeping alloys in stock once I get AE2. 16 gas tiers, 6 drops of evil. You know, I completely forgot that I had zombie heads already because of my tricky bees. I'm just gonna save all these nice resources. Though I will still need 8 gas tiers and 3 drops of evil. 3 wither skeleton skulls, and a nether star. And a weather controller. Unfortunately, this weather control seems to be able to control only one part of the weather at once. So unfortunately, I'll have to make another one. According to my testing, I can just do this, hook up the rain sensor directly next to the weather controller, set it to rain off, and when it's raining, this rain sensor will collect it as water inside, it'll send out redstone signal, and this will turn on. One more weather controller. This seems to be the right amount of redstone. Note, you can right-click a daylight sensor to quote-unquote turn it into a nighttime sensor. Hey, look, it's raining. Let's see what happens. And it's going away. At this point, I might as well just move my void or miner setup to the overworld with the solar panel. However, I have a better plan. It's also a really expensive plan, so it's a good thing I have enough I have my void resource miner on. Last I checked, I was supposed to have a lot more gold than this. It's okay, I still have enough. How, you ask? NeoTech. That's right, it's time to set up 3 times ore processing. Only then will I have enough gold. An electric crucible turns 1 gold ore into 3 molten ingots of dirty molten gold, which you can centrifuge in an electric centrifuge to get gold and lava. These items really aren't that expensive, only requiring mica, silver, and stabilized ender pearls, along with machine frames which I can get from UU Matter, 3 fire diamonds, 3 electric diamonds, 3 end diamonds, 3 stabilized ender pearls, 3 machine frames, 1 electric centrifuge, 1 electric solidifier, by the way I got that snow from the mountains outside, and finally the electric crucible, which triggers age 9. I'll make a NeoTech room eventually, but not right now, because right now I just need gold. Now, these things are pretty slow on their own, but if you give them special speed upgrades, they can go incredibly fast at the cost of an awful lot of RF per tick. Thankfully, these are super cheap. 24 single-core processors. Be warned, they do not stack. 12 dual-core processors. These don't stack either. 6 quad-core processors. Guess what doesn't stack? And 3 octa-core processors, which don't. Now we can put them in our machines. Crucible, centrifuge, solidifier. Right now it takes each of them 938 ticks to run one operation. But with an octa-core processor, their energy usage ramps up to 1230 RF per tick over 8 ticks, which is actually less power than without a processor. I need 1750 gold, and more besides, but you might be able to guess what I'm making. 3 single-core processors, and 3 network cards. Place these inside the upgrade tab to get a new tab. Drag with right click and set with left click. Look at that speed. The electric centrifuge does not run if there's lava inside it, which is what occurs when you centrifuge molten gold. Now it should start working. Honestly, this is way slower than I expected it to be. It wasn't like this last time. Let's do something else while we wait. Here's 20 payless blocks, a thermal binder, 1 basic RF battery, an electric pickaxe. The thermal binder can apply upgrades to electric pickaxes to make them incredibly powerful. I'll need an enchantment table, a lens, and 7 diamantine crystals to make a lens of disenchanting, which strips enchantments from enchanted items and puts them onto books. Did you know that NeoTech fortune upgrades stack up to 5? Of course, I can't imagine how that would ever be useful to me, considering that I like to automate mining, not manually mine. It's just so unfortunate that there's no way to get guaranteed 3 times ore processing, at least for gems like emeralds and diamonds. I just wish there were a better way. And I wish the thermal binder required an actually reasonable amount of multiton, like 144 millibuckets instead of 20. So many woes. Such a pity. Will my life ever be complete? Will my ores ever properly be processed? The world may never know the answer to that question. 10 diamond ore just turned into 36 diamonds. That's efficiency for you. And it's what we're going to use when we get into applied energistics too. No other mod gives that good of a recipe. Look at all of these resources I have. Seriously, this took forever. Luckily for me, I had enough gold and iron ore to pull this off. I need 120 weather stations. Transmitters require electric diamonds, so I'll have to wait a bit while all of these fire diamonds convert. In other news, I need a bone block, a gas tier, snow, stone dust. I left my lens of disenchanting here and ran completely out of canola seeds. It was not a good time. Anyway, an Inori crystal block, and soon an empowered Inori crystal block. 350 transmitters, 2 power cells, an empowered diamantine crystal, 2 ender resonators, 2 client flasks, energy laser relays, advanced energy laser relays which require empowered Inori, extreme energy laser relays which require empowered diamantine, and 2 power cell cards. I also want a persistent bits chunk loader. This rim is 23 wide and 23 long, and it fits neatly within 4 chunks. Transmitters decrease the wait time for a conductor mast to get a lightning strike, and also increase the power created a little bit. Weather stations believe that they take up 3x3 space, so if there's a transmitter in the way, then you can't place it down. But once the weather station exists, transmitters will happily sit between them. According to my calculations, this should create about 20,000 RF per tick on average. I don't know how I ended up with 30 extra transmitters, but I might as well place them down. Actually, I'll save them for later. Persistent bits perform CPU efficient chunk loading in a large area, and you can right click it to get rid of all those little lasers. I'll place one of my power cells here. It can only input and output a maximum of 5,000 RF per tick per side. I'm going to set all sides to send energy, though you can adjust this better with an RF Tools wrench, and I'll put a power cell in this slot to make it the defining link for this network. Any other power cells I want to connect to this one, I just need to place a power cell card in this link area to get another power cell with the same link. Here, I'll place in my power cell card and set all sides to accept energy. That is more RF per tick than I expected. I might have to upgrade my conduits at some point. But for now, I am quite happy with this. With such an incredible amount of energy, I don't expect to have problems for a long time. Anyway, that's it for today's episode. Sorry about the long wait, I've had a busy few weeks. Next episode, we'll see about getting into AE2. That's going to be the start of a long series of automation-focused episodes, and I can't wait to get into it. As always, if you have any feedback, I'd love to hear it. I hope you enjoyed!